Hello everybody, this is Vampire Runes. I'm not gonna even add an intro to this one. So I wanted to talk about stuff that really happened, and if you haven't read the community post that I made, basically a lot of things were going on, and when I was live streaming, I had Maya Glass tell me the situation, especially with Juno, and after all of that information, I kind of just had a blank response because I didn't know this about Juno. And when the live stream that was made about not made about Kitty, my bad, that was made by Kitty and stuff was going on, I understand the people's frustration and basically the fact that I was, getting lashed and everything because I understand my wrongdoings, and I even admitted that I was sent wrong misinformation. And basically, despite of doing it out of panic, I shouldn't have done that because I didn't have the proper resources or evidence that was given to me by Smokey or Juno. And I understand the frustration that came from, the people in that live stream. But after sticking to that said live stream and listening, I understand on everybody's side about Smokey and Juno. And I'm not on either side, but I am very disappointed. And just by seeing how Juno talks and how she speaks, I've been noticing a few red flags. Now, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but as somebody who's been in a abusive friendship and was manipulated and all, especially guilt tripped and such, I can see those signs from Juno. And honestly, I think Juno really needs to get help or proper therapy sessions or something. I'm not a therapist, I'm not a doctor, I'm not forcing anybody, but this is just a personal experience and kind of thing that I think needs to be solved. I see that I understand your frustrations and I understand that you're screaming, but cornering people, especially like Luna for an example, was really just out of pocket, especially after I said not to yell. I understand the frustration, as I stated, but what was done and said just was not the greatest experience. And I know on my live stream I didn't really give a proper apology to the people or anything, and it's not an excuse that I said I was cooking or whatnot, but my brain was already fogged. I was basically dissociating on and off. I gave a couple of fond responses. I was masking the pain I was feeling. I was trying so hard not to break down on a live stream, hence why I didn't give much of any responses, and I know what I did was wrong, especially accusing these people of hacking because of the said misinformation. Now, I'm a person that gives information and shows proof, but what Smokey and Juno told me, I quickly just took it with a grain of salt and was like, oh, so if that's what we're gonna do, then I'm just gonna post about it, which again was wrong to do, and I shouldn't have done that. But I already stated my claim. I already stated in a few posts about it that I was in the wrong for it, etc. You know the deal. If you've seen the community post, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. While watching the live streams, I had my former sister and my brother, who is the boyfriend of my sister, who is on the left of this picture. Because I was basically close to relapsing because so much things were happening at once. And people who have formerly known me for, like, longer than what Smokey and Juno has, I basically get very easily stressed out when it gets too much. And then I pressure myself. And I get extremely really anxious, and to the point where I feel so much hatred and guilt inside of me that I, just wanted to relapse and everything. Excuse me. But I had people calm me down and everything, and then I stood a little bit longer in the live stream despite of my brother Vocalo and sister telling me to just leave. The reason why I didn't leave is because I wanted to basically get my point, not just my point across, but I wanted to listen to everything else that was going on, because people were telling their stories about Smokey and Juno, so I stood a little bit longer to basically listen and all these kind of things. And again, I really feel betrayed and used, and the fact that I haven't even known them for like 2 months yet, literally next week would literally be 2 months of knowing these people. But seeing the light of things, I do want to point out a few things when it comes to Smokey and Juno. This is just my personal experience and opinion since I've known them for a short period of time. But people who have known these two longer than me, you are very valid and welcome to state your own opinions and validations in the comments if you have to or need to. So before I get started to this, I just want to point something out and continue. And also, before I even give my opinions about Smokey and Juno, I did record a call that I was in and basically getting the situation, quote, solved again in a calmer light because, again, I am very numb. I am too tired. I am very just, I don't know if you can tell by my voice, but it's between annoyance and also being very, very drained. So, yes, I recorded this call, so it's basically for evidence purposes. And also, it's not the quote hearsay thing if I say what was said. So I recorded this just for purpose use of evidence that I got, especially from Juno's response and Smokey's. But people in this chat as well has also made their own point and view of the situation and also told them that this was really, really out of pocket. But you're gonna see how Juno basically reacts and responds, and honestly, I am just very disappointed, and I can see exactly where everybody's coming from Juno. So I'm gonna start off with Smokey here. So, a little prime example, Smokey, I really think you need to get better at being, very, strict and set some boundaries. Because obviously what Juno has been doing has not been great for your better health. And as somebody who is like you, who's been in situations like this before, it's not good. And this is not anybody's cups of tea. What I will say is that you need to set some boundaries, number one. Number two, if your friend or best friend, including Juno, is doing something she's not supposed to do and you know that it's a red flag, then you please need to speak up and tell them that they are in the wrong and tell them what they shouldn't be doing. You enabling her behavior makes her continue what she is doing, which makes her sound like a screaming banshee. But another thing is you need to set better boundaries and set better guidance. And another thing that I am really disappointed about and got told by a user was you admitted that you use drama for views. And I'm also very disappointed that you used another user as a scapegoat and didn't really talk seriously about the situation with the whole Laura Phantom stuff, especially having people on there. And especially since Juno was in that video too, Smokey, I'm sorry, but you guys didn't really take that really seriously. But you need to set better boundaries, and you really need to pick better people as your friends. I know you and Juno have been friends for God knows how long, but it's the fact that she's making your mental health worse. She's dragging you into unnecessary things that you don't belong in. And honestly, in the call where basically Juno was said, I was always there for you, I comforted you, I did that, but you didn't do it for me. I'm sorry to tell you, Smokey, but that is a tactic that manipulators will use. You are one human being. You cannot help everybody's broken ship if you can't even fix and bring back yours up in the ocean. Because you are clearly at rock bottom. Everybody's at rock bottom. But everybody can't coddle and help each other 24/7. I am one singular person. I can't help everybody 24/7, especially in situations like these, especially the dumbest ones. The only thing I can tell you is to block and report the person or just ignore them. But again, you ignored me and my two sisters and brothers' request when I asked to not be tagged in any drama anymore or anything in particular with each other. But here we go. We were in that. That is what I'm disappointed about. You are 25 years old, almost close to your 30s, and I'm going to be 23 in 6-7 months, and I'm putting my foot down. I was a little bit, I wouldn't really say scared. I want to say that I just didn't know what to say to Juno because I don't know what she was going to say, And not only that, I would go in a complete probably fawn response because I had people in my life literally scream at me when I try to get a point across, especially when it came to expressing my emotions about them. So, yes, there's times and times where I don't say anything because it's out of fear, or I will say something. But now I'm gonna say something because now this is ridiculous. But you shouldn't feel bad for taking care of yourself, Smokey. Whatever Juno says, don't overthink it. Don't even let her control you like that. Especially how she yelled saying, "How long is the break gonna be? Oh, you should have told me." You told Juno recently. And not only that, again, the way she was behaving, I see that she's toxic with these situations, but I feel like she's a huge manipulator, especially the signs that I've been seeing. Again, I'm not the greatest person to like catch on with the signs, but the tactics that were shown, I can see why people say she's manipulative. Just look how she talks down to you. She's controlling you, and you're not seeing that. And this is why, in my personal opinion and point of view, again, I'm seeing why people think that you're not going to change, Smokey, is because you're associating with somebody like Laura. And again, Laura is taking full advantage of you, and that is not what friends do. Friends should be able to be there for each other, and especially if they're busy, you can't blame them for that. You can't blame your friend for not being there to comfort you. You can't. Everybody has their own thing going on. But another thing is, you shouldn't be scared to tell somebody what they're doing is wrong. I know it sucks because that person is your best friend, and it sucks because you see them as family. But the more you just let this person take advantage of you and control you, and also doing things that they're not supposed to be doing, and making the situation worse, you need to step up and tell Juno what really needs to be said and done. Again, it is embarrassing for people. Especially seeing two 25-year-olds act like children in a school playground arguing over a stuffed animal. Matter of fact, this is child's play, as I stated in the call. This is all child's play. This is for the birds. And honestly, you guys really need a huge break from each other. Not just a few days, not just a few weeks, not even a few months. I think this is going to take longer than just that because there's a lot of damage. And again, listening to you guys bickering in a call, you guys don't have the healthiest of relationships. You guys like get along with each other and then literally just go at each other's throats. This is not a healthy relationship. This is unhealthy, this is toxic, and this is really, really concerning. I think you just need to drop her. And now as for Juno, I really think you need to get yourself a reality check, my guy. And I'm just gonna say this very bluntly. Do not call me twin, because we are not the same people. I understand your frustrations. I understand why you need to scream, especially people who, quote, deserve it. But what you did last night to Luna was really uncalled for, and the fact that you're only now realizing that because I'm saying something about it really says a lot about your character, Juno. It makes me feel like I don't believe you. And the fact that you said, "Oh, I'm sorry," I'm gonna say this very, very straightforward. When Smokey apologized, at least hers was sincere and meaningful, especially what words she chose in her apology, in her community post. You only saying "I'm sorry" in my DMs just makes it seem like you weren't genuine at all and you don't mean it. And I'm just gonna say this too. I really think you need to take a break off the internet and stay away from drama. This goes for both you and Smokey, by the way, or anybody else, because again, this stuff is just not it. And I'm sorry, but I haven't been in this much of a problem and this much in a situation in probably 2 years now. Especially in a Discord server. Yeah, that's really embarrassing for me, but also embarrassing for other people. But I will say this. You really need to stop. You need to get a reality check. And another thing I want to exclaim is that You are being a manipulator, and you are guilt-tripping Smokey. I have it all in the call. I recorded it. I have listened to it. I got all of it. And the way that you talk and the way you even speak to Smokey is really, really just toxic. I can't even put it into words. I'm just really disappointed and flabbergasted. So, yeah, when I was watching the stream and listening, I can see exactly where people are coming from. You are a toxic person, Juno, and you're just really just out of character, but you're also just really just, I don't know what else to say. And like I said, I can see it from 2 points of views of y'all's perspective. Yes, Smokey did bad things, but you can't blame Smokey for not always being there for you. You need to learn how to take care of yourself. Same thing with Smokey. Smokey needs to learn how to take care of her damn self. Both of y'all need to learn how to take care of your damn selves. You can't always count on somebody to be online 24/7 to coddle you like babies. You guys are 25 years old. I mean, come on. You need to learn how to cope. You need to learn what good skills to use with said coping. And you need to learn to just take care of by yourself. I understand friends are there to help you, but we're not therapists. We're not doctors. And we got our own shit to handle. We can't handle what you're going through all the time if we can't handle our own situations. So you sitting there saying, oh, you've never been there for me. Oh, you never did this. You've always done that. You guys are pointing fingers at each other's like little girls in tutus. But you can't expect everybody to be there for you 24/7. I know I'm repeating myself, but you need to understand that you need to take care of your goddamn self. I can't expect anybody in my family or my friends, even my own boyfriend, to be there for me 24/7. It's one thing if they listen to me what I'm talking about to get it out of my chest, and that's the only thing I appreciate out of that, because there's nothing more that is more appreciative, is having somebody just listen to you. Even if they give you advice or pointers of what to do and what not to do, that's a good thing too. But we cannot be here and baby you 24/7 or 25/8. You are a grown woman. Both of you are. You guys are 3 years older than me. And you guys act like people in my age group, if not my sisters. Or anybody that I know. This is child's play. This is high school. But you have no right to sit there and tell Smokey, oh, let's have a break for 3 days and then we talk to each other again. No, this is Smokey's choice. If Smokey wants to have a break from you or cut ties with you or not be friends with you anymore, Juno, that is her choice and her choice alone. Smokey has her own things to worry about and to do. And you are just not helping. And just based on what you guys were talking about in the calls, again, you guys just have an unhealthy relationship, especially behind closed doors. As soon as you mention that, I've already can tell that you guys do not have a healthy relationship. And it's really just fucking toxic. But based on this information, me and my friends can agree that basically this entire thing was out of character. It was miscommunication as usual. And not only that, everybody's feelings were valid, especially with the situation, especially me accusing 2 users of hacking, aka Kitty and Neo. But my friends did agree, Cheb and Void, that the things that Juno has been saying and doing is really just toxic and out of character. And people hope that Smokey sees, the true colors and form and actually avoids Juno and blocks her or whatnot. But again, this is between Juno and Smokey's choices. If that's what Smokey wants to do, that's her choice. I can't stop her, but I just want what's best for her, because obviously Juno's just not a great influence, and she's just not a good friend to be with, especially how she was talking down to her and everything. I just don't see how this friendship can continue. I mean, I know people can change and people can get better, but if this has been happening more than just 3 times, then honestly, I think you guys need to separate from each other. Also, this really makes me question if Juno actually means what she really says, because I really think that her apology isn't really sincere, especially since by these screenshots you can see here, I don't see what you're sorry for. Like, you're not explaining what you're really sorry for. Like, are you gonna say, I'm sorry for yelling at Luna and being very controlling and abusive towards Smokey, this, that? You know what I mean? Like, there is different ways of apologizing and knowing when someone's really sincere and actually means what they say, or they're only sorry because they got caught and only say they're sorry and not even mean it, and they're just going to continue doing the same thing. If you get what I'm getting by, then, I mean, you can have a cookie for that one, but if you can't comprehend or understand what I'm trying to say, I'm basically saying that there is different forms of apologizing. Saying I'm sorry is a way of like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, but it's either going to happen again, or I'm sorry, but I don't care, or whatnot. You know what I mean? But when people sit there saying, I'm sorry for, and then, you know, have like almost a 2-3 chapter long of said apology, then you know damn well that they know that they feel shitty about it, that, you know what I mean? Like, they just know that, like, hey, I'm sorry for hurting your feelings, and I'm sorry for yelling, plus I'm sorry that I got you into this, you know what I mean? And I'll show the difference between Smokey's and Juno's right in these screenshots. Like, you can clearly see by the way Juno says they're sorry, I really don't feel like it's really sincere enough. Because, again, I only feel like she's only sorry because of, you know, getting caught and doing what she was doing. Especially how I was talking in the call, and she did yell at me a few times, or try to, but, again, you can clearly see that I don't know if this is even sincere enough. While with Smokey's, you can see that she meant what she was saying, took it to heart, was sincere, and everything else. If you can catch my drift on what I'm saying. I honestly just feel like, you know, again, there was just a lot of things going on, especially with drama for the past 2 or 3 weeks in Kira's server, and it was really mentally draining and tiresome. But noticing Juno's real colors and how she really is, and a little bit on Smokey's end. Again, I'm not really choosing sides, but I heard everybody's piece in parts. But what really disappoints me is what Juno is really about, what her true intentions are. Like, for fuck's sakes, dude, I've vented plenty of times that I've been in these situations before. I've had friends like this before. I sincerely don't want to go through this same pattern again. And I've only known these guys for not even 2 months. Literally not even 2 months. And this is the shit that we get into. Well, they got into, I got dragged. Now, here's a conversation in one of Juno's friends' server, and I literally got timed out for an hour just because of the situation that Juno kept dragging. And all because I said basically to, like, can we not? And I guess this gator dude just, like, you know, silenced me for an hour. Yeah? And I will say that the reason why I said make me is because I was only stating, like, dude, why are we back to this? And why hasn't it died down? Why can't you move on? And based on the conversation, it was basically Juno just dragging it. And every time Raven / Smokey would say something, that's when Juno would just make that negative, you know, comment to just start shit. So it's like, dude, to me, you're also a shit starter. So here's the screenshots of the server. Also, I advise you guys to probably pause and read these screenshots, despite me already posting these in my community post on here. But, yeah. Again, I advise if you want to pause and read these with a grain of salt. But, yeah, after these screenshots, I'm gonna show the call that we had in the server as well. So, yeah. Anywho, let's get to the screenshot, shall we? See what I mean? See where I'm getting at with this? Anyways, now you got a glimpse of that. I guess it's time to show you the voice calls that we had. Well, not voice calls, but normal Discord call in one of Juno's friend's server. And you're gonna see another glimpse of that in an opening awakening. So again, if you have anything to say, like I said in this beginning of the video, please know that your emotions are valid, and if you had any experience with Juno or Smokey, kindly let me know. Also, like I stated before, I don't know Smokey that well, and I know that she is a great person, and she's doing her best in her capability, but I feel like the only reason why she only, downplays or goes back in the loop of things is because she's associated with Juno. I feel like that's basically why she does the things she does that are still a habit or whatnot, is because of Juno. But again, that's just my expectations, and hopefully, Smokey does make the right choice and just, whatever path she chooses. I'm not going to force that on her or anything, but again, my, emotions and disappointment still stands with these two, but seeing Juno's real colors really say a lot, and I don't feel like associating with somebody like Juno because not only does she remind me of a person that I've recently dealt with, not just one, but at least 2 or 3, I really don't want to be back in the sloop of that situation or with a person like that. Just for my own safety and because I just don't want to be around that kind of toxicity. With Smokey, however, I know that she, again, is a good person and she is trying, and she's trying not to do, the things that she did in her past. I don't know what her past is or whatnot, but because I wasn't around for that. But I did listen to other people's, opinions about Smokey and their experience, all that kind of thing, especially when it comes to free art and everything. I think that's a thing that needs to be changed up just a little bit, because when I did first met her, she basically did ask for 3 to 4 requests from me, and then I got overstimulated and stressed because I couldn't do said request, and I had to cancel them because I had also a lot on my plate with real life shit and also commissions on top, so I basically had to cancel that. And I do know that Smokey did add me into a lot of drama. So again, these two ain't innocent, and I'm not either. Trust me, I'm not. But, I thought I was helping and doing the right thing, but then noticed that I was basically used. But again, on the apology that I showed of the difference between Smokey's and Juno's, at least Smokey's was genuine and actually sincere and meaningful of what she did was wrong, and she is going to turn that around and not do that anymore. So hopefully that sticks around and doesn't happen again, but who knows. But before we get into the video calls, that's all I'm going to have to say here. Again, if you have anything to say about Smokey or Juno or your experiences or your emotions towards them, please know that you're valid and you have every right to do that, especially in this video that will be posted either tonight or tomorrow. But, yes, again, just know that your emotions are really valid. You can express them as you please. Just know that I am here to listen, and I'm gonna try my best to respond as best as possible. But if you already talked to me through Discord, then I already know. But if you feel free to do it in this video, then be my guest. I really do not mind. So I think that's all I have to say for this, talking wise. But I did say what I needed to say, and I think I got most of that out of my chest. Also, before I get into this video of, before I get into the call videos that I screen recorded, I'm just gonna also reread what I said yesterday of things, and, yeah, so here we go. I'm going to try resting, but before I do, what happened from this was, if typos are shown or extra dots when typing, I'm very shaky and very so dissociated. Plus, I'm so numb that I can't cry. I'm emotionless while writing this. I apologize how long this is. I don't expect you to read it all if you can't. I'm truly sorry, but here is copy and pasted. Smokey and Junie got mad, and it all started when Nico vented about Dreamboat Husk. excuse me, oh my god, Smokey and Juno. It all started when Nico vented to Dreamboat about Kira's server, and Smokey and Juno assumed what Nico said was, quote, shit talking, and always told me Nico shit talked me. But I didn't see that, I shrugged. But I will admit that I also did agree with them. But then I realized, especially behind closed doors, that they didn't, that Nico did not. But I agreed with them because if I didn't agree with them, I didn't know what their reactions were going to be, especially Juno's. Then the stuff with Juno and Neo. I was away for a bit with my boyfriend and other family friends playing Minecraft or Roblox, whatever floats our boats. I was tagged by Smokey and Juno about what happened and I asked. But Neo messaged me his side. Before I continue, I was informed by also the situation between Juno and Soda in the server from Kitty herself. And from what she said today at my time zone at 5:48 p.m., she said, you said they dragged you into a call with Soda. And I did say that they did try, but I didn't join in time. And then when I did join, that's when Neo told me what was going on. Soda was venting to Meg, but Meg leaked because she didn't want to keep secrets. Raven and Juno again thought he was talking crap behind their back and forced Meg to drag Soda into a call to harass him about it. Then Husker banned him because his Wi-Fi and power disconnected and he had limited data. Nobody would let go. I talked to Meta and recorded her story on the incident. She felt terrible for what happened and actually dislikes those goons. And this is where I will continue about what I posted of the story of why this was continuing, especially when it came to Smokey and Juno. I saw his anger and frustration with Juno. Despite being already numb and mentally unstable, I gave dry responses. Juno asked why Neo called her childish, and I said, I don't know, I was not there. Days passed, and I woke up seeing Neo and Kitty were banned from the server. I then asked why, and nobody gave me a straight answer, just because of harassment. And I was lost on what harassment, because I saw Kitty's DMs were gone in the server, especially Neo's. Another day passed, and I was being told by Smokey and Juno about Neo, quote, hacking said server. So due of the information and fear of asking/talking to Neo and or Kitty, I made my post about it. If you are hacking a server over being banned, I hope you realize it's illegal, etc. Due to me being hacked 5 times from an ex-former friend's other friend, I was anxious and scared plus stress. I know I shouldn't have said that, and it's no excuse because I was hacked and everything, and that's no excuse, but because I fear of hacking as it is in general, that was the case and reason. But it was my fault that I sent misinformation and sent that post in because of what Smokey and Juno told me. Hang on 1 second. Now I'm just losing track. Okay, here's the reading. I've been telling Smokey and Juno since the beginning of this month, especially my friends Void, Cheb, and Vocalo. I forgot to add that in there, but I'm going to say this in this video. Since the beginning of this month, that I'm mentally drained, tired, unstable, and clearly just damaged. But they avoided my requests countless of times. I was dragged into more drama, especially the smallest things, due to being used from Juno and Smokey, mainly Juno. I made a wrongdoing of accusing Neo and Kitty of hacking an individual server that I co-op, owner, however it goes, and was scared because it said info, and Smokey admitted it was a quote guess hours later, and when I woke up, that's when Maya commented on my post. I deleted it because it was wrong, and I was being used and misinformed. I fully understood why Neo yelled and cussed me out. Being protective of a loved one/partner and family/friends with false stuff can set a person off and be terrifying, and I got that because I done the same thing he has done with me, in saying, yelling, and being pissed. I know how it feels to get accused of X, Y, and Z, getting lied about, used, and so much more. But Juno and Smokey have sent me misinformation about Neo and Kitty and took what Neo said out of context, so misinformation and also miscommunication happened. Yeah, I still in a way live in my past too. I'm scared of reliving it, hence I tell people I was in your shoes, I know this route, etc. And I seriously learned from this shit I caused and done countless of times because people pressure me to repeat myself till I break down, etc. But I told Smokey and Juno mostly to leave me out of things, but every day it's the same drama, different people, and I seriously don't want to relive that cycle of being stuck with a toxic mutual/friend, being used, being weaponized, and have a bad reputation because I chose a toxic person's side than seeing the true light of things. I'd done that in my past as a teenager. I don't want the same repeat. I really don't. After Maya, Kitty, and others talking about what Juno has done, Smokey, I lost touch. I feel so used and betrayed. I was starting drama because they wanted to see me break, and I noticed they were using me since day one. I was on... Oh my god, there's so much bad English because I was typing so fast and I was fucking so out of it. It was one thing when I went against Laura. I didn't mean to say defend in this one. It was against. But again, I was dissociated and everything. Wow, right? Excuse me. Writing this, but I will correct it as I read. It was one thing when I went against Laura, then tried guiding and protecting, oh my god, a 14, 15-year-old from getting harassed and manipulated by Laura and other creeps like Pinkheart and others. I tried every day to please and make Smokey and Juno and her gang happy, but realized I was being used. I really almost could have ruined Kitty and Neo's reputation because Smokey and Juno lied to me and used me, and again, I feel shitty. I really do. I feel ashamed and horrible, hence I posted that. I haven't slept in months. Very well. I tried numbing myself and masking the pain so nobody worries and make people happy. English again. And that's exactly what I did for Smokey and Juno. I pushed my IRL issues aside just to help them. Even the dumbest things that isn't so serious. I'm one human and I can only do so much just to be used and weaponized. I know this a lot. I shouldn't have written this much at all. But it's something I can't hide and it's something I need to express. I've been crying on and off with no real emotions because I'm so numb. I feel so shitty. I ain't doing this for sympathy or anything. I saw this and figured writing it. Oh my god, English again. I saw this and figured writing it. I'm really tired and Again, English. I'm really tired, I'm overwhelmed, and I'm hurt. I just want to move on from this to process all this, especially what happened, and take a break and avoid stuff till I am back on my feet. I'm sorry this is long and you have to read all this. I'm sorry this was a waste of time to read because how long this text is. Again, I'm very sorry. And then I added basically the edits and everything of the text when it came with the lore stuff. Now let's get into the voice calls.
Calm shit. And my phone is about to die. Come on, Winter! That's so good.
Here's the thing though, if Smokey
Winter, come on!
Smokey doesn't
Juno,
want to
this
talk
means
to
no yelling. At least try and be calm.
Juno, then
please.
that's her fucking choice.
And sort this out so it's not continuous. Just as I said, we'll talk it out. Hey, can we talk it out? My knees. The main key thing is that you two gotta listen to each other. Because if you don't listen to each other, that's... I don't know, I can't help.
That has nothing to do with you, Vamp.
No, I just...
You don't know how many chances not even given her. She's done this to me before. She's thrown me under the bus before. I've given her chances before. Her and her boyfriend.
The thing is, I was pulled into this, so now I'm kind of just trying to resolve this, and I don't even know what the fuck happened.
I got called manipulative in a fucking live stream. Raven over here didn't do anything. She didn't even speak up. I watched until I couldn't anymore. That's when I friggin' had a mental breakdown.
Like, what is this, dude? Like, you're clearly...
The thing is, as well, is that we can't be angry. Well, you have every right to be angry, yes. But...
that she's done this how many times with me?
And how many
And
times
my
have
phone
you done
died.
something,
We need
Juno?
to work this shit out calmly.
And I know that I'm not supposed to be talking and this is supposed to be a private conversation, but
Oh, my phone died.
You can say what you need to, it's fine.
okay. But what I was trying to say that is, I know that I do not know you people that much, and I know that y'all are dealing with drama. But can't we just talk this out with no arguments whatsoever?
Can we
That's
just
what I've
not
been
force
trying to
each
do.
other to talk fucking to each other?
And
Like,
I know, you're trying your hardest, but it's
I don't
trying to get
get
up
it.
at your shoulders, even though you weren't there.
I know, I wasn't there, and it's on top of me at the moment. I know you two got this issue, right? And as I said to you before, both of you, I can't always be around to solve this. Neither can your grandma.
Roleplay family bullshit.
You
Like,
two are
dead
gonna
ass
have to do
really
this
taking it
on your own
seriously.
at some point in time. I can't keep doing it. You two are old enough to talk it out yourselves. I know that sounds harsh. I know that sounds horrible. But it's true.
Okay, but if Smokey doesn't want to talk to Juno because
Even at that,
how fucking toxic
me,
she is, he
Vampiric,
doesn't have to.
Alpha, Riley, we can't do it. Anybody else, we can't do it. You two have to do it.
One point that is correct, yeah.
This has nothing to do with us.
It's just between Theo and
Raven.
yeah, Raven.
Mm-hmm.
I'm bad at remembering names, so I'm sorry.
I think their phone died.
Yeah, because Raven said her phone died.
Oh no, Raven's still here. Juno was the one I also said the phone died as well. But no, oh Jesus. I don't know what to say. There goes the other bean. I don't know what to say.
I don't know either.
Oh, there's the bean. There's one of the beans.
My phone died.
Bean.
I
Bean
put
and
it
bean.
on. As soon as I put it on the charger, my phone died.
This is what I'm really not understanding. It's the fact that the whole guilt trip was going on. Then I got muted from the server for an hour because I told basically Juno and whoever her family is to cut the shit because this all should have died out yesterday, but it didn't die out. She kept bringing it up, kept mentioning Maya, kept mentioning everybody. And for what cause? I don't fucking know. But it's the fact that basically Juno's not letting shit go. And I'm actually taking it with a grain of salt that basically what people were saying, like Maya and everybody else in certain live streams, excuse me, are correct of Juno's behavior. And I'm seeing that. And not only that, I've dealt with people like Juno before. I had an ex-former friend like Juno like that, where there was a lot of manipulation, guilt trip, and everything just to make the other person feel bad, especially when dropping a said friend. So because Smokey wants to move on and not deal with Juno, because the more she hangs out with Juno, the drama that's gonna happen, and the more problems that's gonna start. And this is why Smokey is in this situation, is because of Juno is around. This all wouldn't happen, this whole drama shit would not happen if Smokey basically got up out of her high horse and basically told her friend, who is Juno, to basically stop what the fuck that she's doing and stop yelling like a banshee, bat out of hell, and basically also, basically be a friend and be like, hey, you're in the wrong. There's nothing wrong with telling your friend that they're in the fucking wrong. But the fact that Smokey hasn't done that makes it seem like that you enable Juno's behavior, hence why she's getting worse and worse and worse, thinking it's okay because you're making it okay, because you're not doing anything about it. So basically, to me, it seems like the only reason why Juno gets away with shit is because everybody who associates with Juno enables her to do it instead of saying something. I'm sorry, but if my best friend or anybody I associated with just started yelling and cornering my other friend or a random person just right out of the blue, especially while problem solving, I would have told my friend that they're fucked up and they shouldn't have done that, and if they do it again, I'm dropping your ass. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. But it's like, dude, I understand your frustration and you getting pissed off, but the fact that, like, any other inconvenience, especially when trying to solve something, especially a situation, you got Juno screaming her head off. So, of course, the situation is going to get worse because you have somebody like Juno who does this shit.
Got called. Oh, let's see. You want me to recount? Manipulative. Oh, and in the group chat with freaking Andrew during the weekend, I got called mentally unstable. Oh, then your boyfriend had a fucking audacity thing. You brought this on yourself. I hope you know that. That made it worse.
Not really, but okay.
And I already talked to Tuna.
I talked to Tuna too. He's in nobody's side. I'm not making him suicide. I just wanted fucking reassurance that I'm not the bad guy.
Well, I mean, you yelled at
I'm not fucking insane.
I mean, you yelled at Luna and cornered her, and Luna has the video proof of that one, so I mean...
I needed somebody. I thought you were gonna fucking step up. Like I done for you.
I'm not gonna be funny with these people. I fight with these people.
You can freaking comfort me like I done for you like 1,000 fucking times. I shown up for you. When you were crying, when I fucking break down. You're not even there, you don't even answer.
You have, you know, but shit, I'm listening to Vamping, what she's saying.
Right, okay. I get it. I am manipulative, fine. Y'all fucking win. Happy?
And there's the...
Did I say that you were?
There's a manipulative tactic.
Don't put words in my mouth. Don't you fucking put words in my mouth.
I'm done. Raven, I'm done. Because
my mom wants me in this apartment. But damn, I have to talk to her. I have to talk to a lot of shit. I'm sorry that I didn't defend you, but still.
Could have comforted me.
Yeah, I know. I was crying too. I was relapsing. What do you like?
Great. Now, yeah, my show call turn. Yeah, great. I'm not even. I'm done. Just fucking. I'm done with everybody.
I have no shame in what I said. I'm saying what I said, and this is how I'm seeing it. I've dealt with people.
Vampire, do you want to say something?
I don't know. Do I want to say something?
Ew. We have lives out of Discord. We know this, but. Oh, hurry up.
I honestly think this is not a good influence on anybody. I think everybody needs to distance themselves, take a break from each other, and then come back to this to talk about it. And if nobody wants to talk about it and they're already moved on from it, you cannot force that person to talk about it or talk to you about it. That's plain and simple. This should have died down yesterday, but then it got brought back up for God knows what simpleton reason. And it's ridiculous. It's tiresome. Drama shouldn't happen every other day knowing that everybody has lives to do. I got my own shit. Raven has her own shit. Husker has his own shit. Everybody has their own shit. We're not here 24/7, but the drama 24/7 is really ridiculous. This is for the birds, bro. This shit should stayed in fucking high school. Half of us are like 21, 22, 18, 25, almost in our 30s, and this is what we're doing. This is child's play.
What I miss? I just came back.
This is legit child's play. This is ridiculous. And I think you and Smokey need to have a break from each other. And it's basically Smokey's choice to do what she wants to do with the situation or how she wants to.
So calling me manipulative does what? Right? Manipulative tactic, I've seen that.
Okay.
Agree with Maya at this fucking point. Or even better, I'll delete the app. I'm done.
But what I'm saying is that either you guys need a break from each other because obviously it's not going to get anywhere. And it's between you and Smokey's choice if you guys want to keep talking to each other. If Smokey wants to distance herself and not associate with anybody or you, that is her choice. That goes with anybody here. Because the drama is really ridiculous now. You can't force people to, like, this is the same situation.
I'm not forcing anybody. Fucking hell, dude.
This is like the first time in Kira's server when you guys joined Kira's server with Mafia Sonic. You guys basically forced him and Keith to apologize. You can't force somebody to apologize.
I'm not forcing fine. She can take a break. I do not fucking care anymore.
You're not listening to what I'm saying.
I am. I've heard it before from her. She's done this before. This way without a freaking word from me. I've been there for how many fucking times? She's never there for me. The one time I break down really bad, she's not there.
Because Smokey also has her own things going on. We all were stressed out yesterday.
So do I, but like, damn.
We were all stressed out from the situation. We can't keep coddling each other if we can't even help ourselves. You can't help another broken ship if you can't help yours, knowing yours is rock bottom at that point. Not everybody is shitty for not helping each other if we can't even help ourselves.
Yeah, she's done this before.
I've been there a long time, man. What do you want me to do? I can't magically.
I don't know what I want anymore. I don't.
Like, I can't magically appear. I'm not some fucking genie in a bottle. I can't be here.
I'm gonna fucking leave again.
Just like what Vampire said.
Fine.
Like what
Let's take a break from each other. Fine. I don't care.
You're not listening to what we're saying, though.
Of course he's not. Because I've heard it before, dude.
And if you've heard this before, then you should know this.
Hold on. Just Bean.
I'll kill you.
No, just let me try something, at least. Bean. Trust me, I know you're pissed. And this drama does not help anyone. Listen to me. Listen to me, please. Without being angry. Okay? None of this. I get where everyone's coming from. I do. I'm not one to choose sides, and I don't. And with the drama side of it, Vampiric is right. It's bad. It's getting bad. It's not good. It needs to stop.
And how I'm seeing it, I'm not on either side either, but what was said and done, I can see a pattern. Whenever Smokey hangs with you, there's drama all the time, and then she gets wrapped into it, and then she makes drama on her channel, admitted to Kitty, saying that she only wants views for drama because she hangs out with certain people who only want drama.
I don't want drama, though.
And another thing is that I understand where you're coming from, and you yell at people who deserve it. Yeah, we all heard that. But you need to understand that. Let's put this for an example. You literally cornered and yelled at Luna when we were trying to solve it between me and her in a group chat. You cornered and yelled at her, and to the point she couldn't even get a word out. That's what people are saying. You need to learn.
Fine. I'll just let y'all handle it then. Happy? We good?
You're not.
Can I fucking cry Bean now?
Bean.
No.
Listen, in general, this all listen to
Scapegoat, Ma.
listen to please just listen to me. Please. All this drama, right? I mean all of it. Genuinely, not just this in general. Like
It's all
of it. It's not this, it's all of it. As I said to Raven earlier, before you came back in, and as I said, I don't take sides, but you two tend to have like a. I tell you two not to get involved in drama. Hang on, I tell you two not to get involved in drama, but you don't listen to me. Neither of you. I try to prevent you from that drama, but I can't because I've got so much shit that I've got to deal with on Discord.
And I have real life shit too going on.
And what I'm also trying to get at is that like I even told both of y'all in Kira's server, I said I have a lot of shit on my plate. I had to deal with somebody that I've known for so long that was lying about me and everything, and I have so much other things, but dealing with everybody's drama every single day in a server or in a different server just to get tagged in another server or get invited to another server. It was one thing after another. I could not catch a break. I couldn't even hang out with my boyfriend because every other time it's something new. If there is a problem and there's somebody starting shit, block them, report them. Don't even feed into it. Don't even respond to them. And adding other people into it is going to make them look childish because what the fuck whatever it is. I am one singular person. I am trying my best to help everybody and literally tell myself, yeah, fuck how I feel today. I gotta help somebody else because, oh, something bad happened. And then it looks bad on me because I didn't get the story straight. And like Kitty and Maya and other people have stated, sometimes you guys don't show all the evidence, which ends up to more drama because there's not a lot of proof of it. And then it adds more drama because everybody's going after each other because of the misinformation thing. Literally how the whole Neo and Kitty situation was. You thought that the server got hacked, so obviously all of us literally agreed, oh yeah, the server got hacked, but yet there was no proof of it. So that made me look like an asshole. Because there was no proper proof.
It made me look like a dumbass.
It's not just that. Shit I can't even deal with. Normally I can deal with shit, but this I can't.
I can't deal with it either. Like, I get easily stressed out and to the point I want to literally fucking die. Because there's so much I can handle.
Did Nico text you?
Nico asked why you wanted to talk to her. That was it, but that was hours ago.
Because I just tell her I want to talk to her. Just tell her to add me back so I can call her BC soon.
Okay. Bean, if I may, real quick. This is not just going for you. This is going for not people here. Sometimes as well with drama, you gotta deal with it yourself. Because I know you tend to get people to do it for you. Grandma to do shit for you because you couldn't do it. Mm-hmm. We can't keep doing it. You have to do this on your own. You have to do this on your own.
And that's what I'm wanting to do.
Juno wanted to get this shit over and done with. Yeah, because I didn't know the story. I didn't know shit. I was brought into this. I don't know. All I know is that some shit went down with you two. If you two need a break from each other, that's fine. Do so. But this...
Yeah, because again, like I told Smokey, and I'm like, dude, at this point, I think you guys need a break, or you guys just can't hang with each other, because it seems like a reoccurrence, and everybody's even agreeing, saying, this is not the first time that Juno and Smokey did this, and that, and it's like, dude, then it's bad. It's not even good, it's bad. And I've dealt with a friend who was just like that, and I had to drop them because I associated with them, and I even knew that they were doing bad, and I enabled what they were doing and not even standing up. It made me look bad because I hung out with a person who did bad shit, and because I agreed with what they were doing, I was also the asshole. So this is the same situation between Smokey and Juno. That's the same. It's the exact same thing. You two need a break from each other, but it's between you and Smokey. If Smokey does not want to hang with you anymore, that is her choice alone. You cannot get mad at that. Because there's, like, how it's being spreaded and spoke about, how you're talking about Smokey not doing this, and then you not doing this for Smokey. Obviously, you guys ain't fit to be friends then.
It's going back and forth like a ping pong game.
Yeah, it's like watching two little 12-year-olds go after each other over a toy.
The thing is, I'm going to be honest, and please correct me if I'm wrong. From my perspective, both parties are wrong.
I agree. Both parties are in the wrong.
As I said, I don't pick sides.
Yeah, no, I don't.
And you know this. Both of you know this.
I'm not on any side either, but I listened to what Maya had to say to me about Juno. Then I listened to Kitty and everybody else who talked about both of them equally. I listened to all those sides. So yeah, I have mixed emotions about it. I'm numb about it. But at the same time, it's like I see that this is a reoccurrent pattern and this is an ongoing thing. It needs to stop and something needs to change now. Because this is not it. It's not it.
No, I know. But the thing is, as well, is that I know sometimes you two can get along. You can. But there's days where you also kind of go off with one another. And even when, I'm going to be honest with you, I've seen this shit firsthand myself. When you two are not hanging around with each other, sometimes one can start drama and it leads on to the other. That I've seen firsthand.
And I agree to that because I've started to see that too. So yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm. And then it ends up going all over YouTube. Like, what's that going to do? What's YouTube gonna do? What's gonna happen with that? I'm not saying you can't do shit on YouTube. No, you can. But this, going on YouTube about this, going live streams, ranting to other people that don't even know what the fuck's going on.
It's going to be more problematic, yeah, because, again, like, I've been in that situation when I was a teenager, and everybody talked about me on live streams and everything instead of just keeping it private. So it's basically like going back in, like, 2014, 2015 drama. It's like DVR drama. That's how I see it. Like, it's one thing.
It's a bunch of bullshit. It's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, it's one thing if you're, like, one of those commentary YouTubers and you got actual evidence and proof and talking about, like, hey, so this person did this or whatnot. Okay, no problem, but this exact kind of thing, this is child's play.
Exactly. You don't have proof on it, then I hate having these conversations. If you don't have proof on it and have nothing on it, none of that shit, then you can't do this. This is not going for this drama. I mean, everything.
Yeah.
That you've been, kind of on. Because I had to leave Kira's old server because there was, every time I went in there was so much goddamn drama that it was a daily fucking thing.
I had to leave it.
Bean, in a sense, when all of us had to come in there, I came to check on you both to see how things were going. Because I haven't spoken to you guys in a while. I said, hey, what's good? How's everything doing? How's my beans doing? Next minute, all I hear is, oh, drama's done this. Someone's done this. Old past drama's done this. No. None of it. No more. Because I'm fucking sick of it. I can't deal with this. Vampire can't deal with this. None of us can. I'm putting my foot down. I can't. This is not good for us. Bean, I have said to you in DMs, drama like this is not good for anybody. You do realize this shit can kill somebody. The stress. That's too.
I've been through that a lot.
We all have.
You had what was it?
An epileptic seizure?
Yeah, that.
Due to this shit. Like shit like this. You two need to work at this. If you can't work at it, then just apart for a while. Not saying you're ending a friendship. Just part ways for a little bit. Take a break.
Okay.
If that's needed to.
Okay.
Okay? Because
you and Twin are fucking right. I'm done. If she wants to break, fine. Tell me how long at least. How much do you freaking need? I'm trying. not to
Why do I have to tell you how long?
I don't even know. My brain's tired. I'm going on autopilot.
Autopilot?
I'm over freaking stimulated and I cried like twice.
I just want to
So
say
I'm
that
on
you might want
autopilot.
to be careful for what you said, because saying how long that's going to take, that's going to make people think, oh, so now like you're being, that's why people are sitting that you're being
I get it.
manipulated.
I do. I just bear with me. Take as much time as you need, honestly. But like,
Oof, my
at
chest.
least talk to me. Hey, can we take a break for a little bit? Right? It's not too much to ask.
Jesus Christ.
Like,
Or
okay,
just
for like example, yes.
Well,
What? Yes,
I
how can I
was
help you?
trying to talk to you and you're ignoring me.
What did you s How am I ignoring you? Wait, hang on. What did you say? Where did you text? Trying to put my point
if
Well, you
across.
have work in the morning.
I know I have work in the morning, and trust me, I'm fully aware. But I had to
6
get my
hours,
part out. I know, that's fine.
5.5.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll get up. I do?
So what is happening now?
Well, I had to, when Juno was in here, we had to kind of calm down Juno a little bit. Raven, I don't know what's going on with that. Me and Vampiric said that we're not choosing sides. We're not, because we were all both thrown into a deep end that we don't even know what the fuck's going on. Both of us were. And Vampiric is also neutral, also not knowing what the fuck's going on with this shit and not taking sides. I'm not either.
I'm really not
Besides, I didn't want to know what's going on if they're sorting it.
knowing Juno's
It's I
behavior.
don't know. Apparently, okay, so they're gonna have a break from each other. I
Knowing
think
how Juno's been acting,
I don't even know anymore.
reminds me of certain people
we
I
don't
used
even
to
know.
hang
It's pretty
out
much a shit
with
show.
in high school and shit,
Yeah.
in middle school. Not just the internet.
They're just
So
pointing
that's
out
why I'm like, dude, I'm already
what's
seeing
been
red
going on, how
flags,
things have
but
been,
I
how
mean,
it
it
makes
is
us
what it
feel.
is.
Shit like that.
Well, it's definitely help with everybody else getting involved.
Well, we will kind of both. I think Vampiric was kind of thrown into the deep end as well, because Vampiric. I don't know. I don't know if they're type. Okay, no. Vampiric. There's so much stress, and the thing is, there is so much stress with this and other shit as well. It's no.
I think they should go in a call together and sort it.
We tried it. She left the group chat. And now everybody else is involved.
You involved people, Juno?
And I just don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to feel anymore. I'm done.
I don't know what to say anymore.
If you want a break, fine. You could have at least said, hey, can we take a break? Or hey, I need time
That's
apart.
what she was
I don't even
doing.
get
Like, oh my
zero
god,
communication.
that's what she
All I
was
get is
doing.
a shitty message from your boyfriend. And then he blocked me.
He blocked you because he. Oh my
For goodness
god.
sake.
This is where it's leading to.
Right, well, the thing is,
I'm fine if you
just
want to
leave
take
it.
a break. I know I sound like a hot mess right now. I'm just overstimulated and I don't know anymore. If you want a break, fine, cool, whatever.
Right, well,
But
I think what
I
you're
had
best to is
zero
to leave
word
it a
from
couple
you.
of days. Yeah, but I think you best to leave it a couple of days before you try talking to her again.
If not a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks.
I don't
Just so
even know
she can
anymore,
calm
nor do
down.
I care anymore. Whenever she wants to talk to me, I'm down.
Well, that's what you need to tell her.
I've been trying to tell her that. I don't even get zero communication on what she wants. And she's done this before. And I talked to her about this before. If she wants a break, and I will say this for the upteenth time to her,
I'm sorry, but this is
if you wanted a
toxic as
break,
fuck. This is
you
what
could have
toxic people
told me.
do. I'm sorry, but I'm seeing the signs. I'm so sorry.
Alright.
I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Just leave it at that. Calm down.
I even spoke with Maya. Hey!
Okay, good for you. I don't want to talk to Maya because she freaking talked down to me. She's done this before to me. She doesn't like me. You can talk to her. You can be buddy buddy with her. I do not care.
Maya told me her reason why, and I have the screenshots of it, but...
But if you wanted a break, you could have told me. I'm sorry that I messaged you a lot.
Raven, now it's your chance to sleep. Hi, morning.
She's not even listening to me.
I'm sorry, I was talking to my. Ew, put that thing away!
I give up.
Sorry.
Mom, I give up. Grandma, I give up. I just give up. Everybody can fucking give up.
Just let everything calm
Saying
down.
is more
Okay,
frustrating
just
than
let her
talking to
think
it.
about what she's done or
Yep.
what she
I'm
said.
sorry, I was talking to my mom. Look, yeah, okay. Yeah, I was talking to Maya. Yes.
You could have told me that you wanted a break. You could have messaged me in DMs. You have my phone number. You could have messaged me on there.
Yeah, but if I spoke to you as like we're like right now, like as an adult, I don't know what your reaction is going to be. Like, are you going to be
How it
fucking
was the previous time that you wanted a break. We're talking like this right now. What am I saying to you? That if you wanted a break, I would have been okay with it. But you needed to give me like talk to me, not just go off the grid and just assume all would be fine. I would not be confused. Your boyfriend, explain the whole situation with him. Why did he send me the message for? Because I don't know what he meant.
Let me see.
I swear. Raven, I sent you a bub. I did. I sent you that message before. Do you need me to send you the screenshot again?
She's not even letting Smokey speak, and this is ridiculous.
I don't. She's not listening to me. I don't understand.
I'm listening to you, Juno. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you.
Explain why the fuck your boyfriend decided to message me that way.
Because, like what anybody else would say.
Blaming it on me when I'm literally breaking down in tears and it's not going to help anything.
And Juno, how long did I break down in tears? I've been crying, hurt, fucking, I don't know, guilt trip,
Okay,
in
but
pain.
I don't guilt trip you though.
This is guilt tripping right now.
Like, I'm tired of this shit.
Then tell me that you want a break from me, for fuck's sake. We're the same age. You could have messaged me. You could have called me after the stream saying that.
Alright. This is enough. Let Smokey just talk. Just let her get her side out of things. Just
Okay,
stop.
okay, twin. Okay, I'll mute, for fuck's sake. God.
Hey, calm down.
Oh, why is your son bringing your ass on my... Oh my god. You gotta see how it's on.
Granddaughter, just say what you gotta say.
I was trying to tighten it and you kept just.
It's okay.
I'm sorry,
It's not
but
supposed
I'm
to be right there.
seeing the toxicity.
It's supposed to be more on his head.
This is my personal
Like that, yeah.
opinion.
Now,
But there's
you
a
can take
lot
it
of
off
signs
now.
that show here. I'm sorry, but
But he's like, get it off! Get it off! Okay, hell no. Let me focus, damn it. Shit. Oh, I've been crying. I've been hurt just the way you are. We're all adults, yes. But at this point in time, I'm frustrated. I'm confused. I'm lost. I haven't been taking my medicine that my freaking neighbor's mom keep telling me to, but I know. And I've been dealing with lots of embryo shit that's going on. So I don't like. I'm trying. I'm trying not to be rude or fucking hurting people, but damn, I'm tired.
we're all tired. And again, this should have died out last night. This did not need to be brought back whatsoever, because now there's more fuel into the fire. You and Juno are at each other's throats again over something last night, which could have just died out and just been like, okay, that happened. Let's have a great start or a good day. Something. I don't know. But the everyday bullshit is getting ridiculous. It's getting tiresome. This is 24/7 shit. And based off what was being said on the live streams, I'm gonna have to agree what the people had to say. This ongoing thing between you and Juno, especially with drama, it's not it. It's not even friendship. It's more like using each other just to use for the drama. All these other things. I don't even see if this is a friendship. This is more of like, oh, I do this for you, you do this for me. Oh, you backstab me, you're the fucking cunt. This is this is not it. This is not a healthy relationship. It's not. It's not just gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna have a break from you for 3 days and then act like everything's okay. No, I think there's probably gonna be a longer break with this. Not just 3 days, not just a week, not even 2 weeks. This is probably gonna be months, if not a year. God knows how long, maybe a year. You guys need time to reflect and take time off of each other, and you guys need to focus on your own shit. Because again, this is just not it. It's not. This is tiring for everybody here. This is tiring for Husk, tired for me, tired for Keith. This is tiresome for everybody. This is ridiculous. Like, this is the most drama I have been in the past like 2 to 3 years. This is not it. Like, I tried helping you guys. I tried getting your guys' like stuff, all this kind of thing. But now I'm seeing a bigger picture, and I can actually see what people were talking about last night. I'm seeing it. I read the comments in the live stream and everything. I'm seeing the bigger picture here. I see the true colors from both ends. Smokey, you need to start womaning up, and if your best friend, especially Juno, is doing something that they're not supposed to be doing, you need to say something. You can't just enable what she's doing, especially when she was yelling at Luna. You should have said something. But you not saying anything is going to make her get away with it, hence why the yelling continues, and that's why people say Juno is a yelling banshee. Because that's all she's known for. Yes, I can understand you're yelling at people who deserve it, but Luna didn't deserve that. Luna sincerely did not need that. She did not need to be cornered against the wall and get yelled at by a 25-year-old woman. That was unnecessary.
I know. I know. That was my bad.
Calm down, Theo.
But yeah, it ended right there to everything. And before I end this here, I want to clear something up. I never once defended Laura. You can see by the videos that I made that I confronted Laura when she was going after Tessa. So no, I never once defended Laura. And I even stated too, that was a typo. I meant to say against Laura. I knew about Laura because of Smokey, and I'm pretty sure Aki at the time. And I remember Nico, if I'm correct, in Kira's server, sent me a screenshot of what Laura was saying about Tessa on the video I made on said Tessa, because Tessa was engaging with adults sexually and doing said roleplays with. So everybody knows that I've been against Laura since day one, and I knew about Laura since the whole freaking Tessa situation, and she was going after Tessa, aka known as Rosalina now. I never defended Laura, so I'm gonna clear that in the air. I never once defended Laura. Another thing I will state, since again, I am taking time to make this video, I watched Skinny Bone Aaron's video, and I will state that I understand where you're coming from. I really do, and especially everybody else's. But I will state that the only reason why I started making videos about quote commentary or drama was because Smokey and Juno. And I will tell you this, Smokey put me in that environment with Laura, despite me not really knowing much about Laura, but I do know about her now. I do not condone what Laura does, and she is just as disgusting person as her own person. But we're not going to talk about Laura in this discussion. But I will state that this whole thing was literally just about drama every day. And when Kitty basically told me about their true colors, Smokey and Juno, that's when I took my distancing from them, especially Juno. I don't want to be associated with somebody who reminds me of someone else I went through. Another thing is, I will state that Smokey needs to learn to basically not get into drama, especially Juno. Needs to hang out with better people who are not like Juno, and basically start setting up boundaries and everything, because I personally don't know if she does have boundaries or whatnot. But what people have said, I do agree about Raven basically going on and off with Kira, because I had Kira tell me about that before Raven came back in the server. And I will admit to this too, the one call we had, she did admit about what Kira has done and everything, but I know that was about in the past. But Smokey has always admitted, especially till this day, that Kira only made that server as a drama warp or drama trap, whatever it is. And I, as somebody who only knew Kira for at least 4 to 5 months now, I've noticed that Kira hasn't even been on social media for almost 2 months. Literally almost 2 months. She hasn't been active or posting at all, unless just by random. But Kira has been doing her own things, and honestly, I give her the credit of basically taking time to herself, not being on the internet, and not really into all the drama. I honestly had hope for Smokey and Juno when I first met them, and I thought they were really good people, but honestly, I felt like I was just used. And to bring up the art situation, the profile picture that Smokey is using, I think on X, Twitter, whatever it is, that was not an art commission piece. That was actually a request. That was a request. But Smokey has requested me 3 to 4 times for a lot of things, whether it was safe for work or not safe for work. And the one time that she got really upset, her and Kira, not just Smokey, her and Kira would tell me to draw them something when they were feeling down. And I declined it, because that's something that I do not do. I don't even draw vent art of myself as much unless it's really needed, but I haven't drawn vent art very often or a lot as I used to as a teenager, because my mental health is shit. But anyways, Smokey has asked me to do a lot of requests for her, and most of them was not safe for work. I basically gave Smokey a free persona design and her boyfriend a free persona design. They did not pay me for that. I also gave Smokey free art of her Sona holding a bag of chicken. You know, starts with a K. Yeah, chicken. And another free art was her doing, I think, if I'm correct, if this is what it's called, that cat stretching pose or the arch pose. That was another free one. So Smokey actually has gotten 3 to 4 quests for me, aka free art, and 1 commission art piece. And her boyfriend got 1 free art piece from me, but that was requested by Smokey. So in a way, she got 2 ref sheets, 3 safe for work art, and 1 not safe for work commission. Juno also got art from me of a persona, which wasn't paid for either. That was another request from Smokey. So basically, if you want to get real technical, it was 3 free ref sheets, 3 to 4 safe for work requests, 1 suggestive, and then she paid me for a not safe for work commission. So she only paid me 1 commission out of all the other requests I've done for her. The point that I even got stressed and overstimulated because it was just too much on my plate, especially all the other commissions I had. And as Kitty told Aaron, Skinny Bone Aaron, Kitty is right, because Kitty was around when I mentioned that I only do free art for my friends or family members or whatnot that I'm really, really close with. And there would be times that I do gift art for people, but I didn't know Smokey like that. But I didn't want to be mean, and I was like, yeah, sure. I understand if it was 1 request, but Smokey made at least 10 plus, close to 10 requests every day. And again, that was really tiresome. And not only that, I have really bad carpal tunnel. So putting too much pressure on my dominant hand is really painful, and I can't draw a lot as I used. So even telling her like, hey, I can't really draw right now because I have really bad carpal tunnel and I'm really, struggling to draw because I can feel the pressure in my hands. And, that kind of got ignored too, but I pushed myself and I'm stubborn. But before I get into further details, I just wanted to clear that up. I never defended Laura. I went against Laura. The people who are saying that I defended Laura because of that 1 typo, I never defended Laura. Not once, not twice. Now, another thing with the whole Nico situation, I never used Nico, especially with the Laura situation, because mind you, I didn't go up and ask Nico saying, hey, do you want to be part of the video about Laura or anything? I did my own thing when it came to the Laura situation. And I basically took my time and patience to basically deal with Laura when she was going after a minor that I basically went and talked to and basically reassured Tessa to not, associate with any adults or whatnot, because this is very dangerous and I've been in her shoes before when it came to basically a lot of fucked up shit at her age. So I didn't want the same thing for Tessa. And Laura made a lot of hate shit on Tessa for almost a month. But I haven't caught Laura doing that anymore, but still, she's been after a few minors, so this is no surprise. But I think what they're trying to say is, I get what they're coming from, but I will state that, no, I didn't defend Laura. Juno, however, used to defend Laura, or has defended Juno. Oh my god, English. Juno has defended Laura before, even when she knew about the Laura situation. And Maya told me that in my live stream, and that's something I didn't know about, hence why I had a lot of mixed emotions about it. And then finding out how Juno really is, and Smokey, it disappointed me. Hello, Mildred. But no, I never used Nico like that, especially when it came to videos like that. I never once came up to her about that. But if you watch Smokey's video, you can see that Nico was in one of Smokey's videos. Nico wasn't in any of my videos. I didn't have anybody in my video, especially when it came to the lore situation. I was the one who basically did the lore stuff on my own, despite me getting informed about who Laura was. So I don't want people to sit there thinking that I use Nico or anything. But one thing I will state is that I started making commentary, if that's what you want to put it, or these kind of videos up, was because of Smokey and Juno. Now, I will point one thing clear. I do always show evidence and everything. But the one thing with the whole Neo and Kitty situation, I did not have proof of because Juno and Smokey didn't show me that. And I was told the next day from Smokey herself that it was a guess and that she said it was a thought. I wish I was told that when she first said that, instead of just saying, oh yeah, Neo's hacking, and then I went out of my way and said what I said. Again, I take blame for that, and I take a lot of accountability for that. I really sincerely do. Because again, I could have ruined their lives for that. So, again, I feel a lot of guilt about that. And again, I still feel betrayed and used, you know? And I know how too. So it's like, I don't want to go through that cycle again. I don't want to go through that cycle again. I don't want to be around those kind of people again. So after this video, I again stated that I'll be focusing on mainly my art and probably gaming videos or VR chat content or whatnot, because to be fair with you, that is the most safest and calmest thing I can do than just keep continuing with this kind of thing, if this makes any sense. The reason why I said I don't want to be around those kind of people or anything, because when I was around the same age as people are, 14, 15, 13, whatever, I was in drama 24/7, especially when it came to the shit I done. I had people talk about me just for the views and for the drama. I had people make parody art of me, especially in the deadliest ways. I know that feeling. That's why I didn't want to be like those people back then. I never would ever see myself like that. And like I said, I used to make quote commentary videos, which wasn't really professional at the time because I was a minor and all that. But I never ever wanted to see myself as those kind of people, especially when it came to the smallest shit that could have probably been handled. Even if it was being handled, it was still talked about in public. So again, I don't want to end up in that situation or be like that from, almost 10 years ago. So that's why I be sure to focus on what I want to do that makes me happy. And honestly, gaming and art and VR chat, skits, whatnot with my friends is the calmest thing I've ever could have done. So again, after this will be my actual last video, and I'm probably just gonna do the community post thing and do the updates or whatnot. But video wise, it is very tiring. And not only that, all this shit holds up a lot of storage on my phone to the point I gotta delete it afterwards. So I just want to say that I'm sorry to Nico if I gave you the wrong impression, but I again want to tell you that I never used you like Smokey did. And I actually wanted to be friends with you since you first came to the server, get to know you and hang out with you, especially with Kitty and everybody, because it's hard for me to make friends. So I got out of my comfort zone to do that. But after what's been happening to not just me, but everybody now, I feel bad, and I understand that you don't want to forgive me. I understand a lot of things. Trust me, I do. I'm not going to pressure you to forgive me or anything. Like what Juno was basically doing to Smokey and everything. I get time's going to be acceptable, and it's going to take time for forgiveness and all that. But I'm really, really, really sorry. I really am. And, I, as a person, didn't want to do these things. I did it to make Smokey and Juno happy, and especially put a smile on their faces, because this was something I guess they like to do. So when they put me involved in it, I thought that was something I wanted to do, which we ended up here. So I think there's only going to be like a rare thing now that I will only something that would be serious or very on topic and this, that, and third, and not an everyday thing, because again, I didn't expect this to be an everyday thing. So I do apologize to those I've hurt, and I do apologize to those I've made assumptions to, and all these kind of things. And I do apologize for a lot of damage I have done. Again, I'm not accepting any forgiveness. I'm not accepting anything. I just want you to know that I deeply am sorry, and I'm very sincere about this. And I promise you this will not happen again, because after distancing myself from Smokey and Juno and also taking my time away from them and avoiding them, I'm gonna focus on myself. And once I'm back on my feet, I will try to make something enjoyable, because this thing right now isn't really enjoyable to me, and it's very mentally draining me. And as I stated, I've been really, really mentally drained, unstable, exhausted, and I really can't think straight. So while it lasted, I'm gonna say this again, this will probably be the last video I'll ever make that has anything to do with the drama, or, well, technically the situation, and get back to basically doing my own thing and do what makes me happy. And after what's been going on, especially last night, I don't no, really. I'm, again, just gonna distance myself and just do my own thing like I was doing from the start. So, I'm sorry for this long video, and I do hope you guys enjoy the video. So, yeah, I will probably see you guys whenever that time comes. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna take a mental break from posting for a while. If you need me, or you want to talk to me or chat, you know where my Discord is at. It's the same as my username on here. And, yeah, I guess I'll just see you guys in the next video, and hopefully things are back to normal from no drama or anything, you know? So, yeah, this is the last few moments of this video, and I hope you guys listened and understood, what I was saying. If not, I completely understand. So I'm gonna take, like I said, I'm gonna take the break, I'm gonna rest up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Vampiroons is out. Please stay safe and have a good night, or a good day, or a good afternoon. And, yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Good night.